notice anything in Anaheim's PK that you can exploit in going back into the video?
Well, no, I just think we just got to be sharp and be ready to play, be on our toes, and when the time comes, we got to capitalize on the chances because, like I said, in playoffs there's limited chances on the power play, and for the PK we got to find ways to continue to go in the right direction. The PK has been pretty good for us.
Can you? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Can you give us some insight into what the environment is that you guys are going into in Anaheim?
Yeah, they're a good. It's going to be a good crowd. They're going to be loud. It's going to be a packed building. They have good fans there, so for us to expect, it's going to be a really good environment to play in. You should get up for it. Kind of be like San Jose. San Jose has a good crowd, so just got to find ways to limit their crowd get the crowd out of it right away. But for us, we just got to find ways to just focus and play our game, and we know what they're like on home ice. They're a pretty good home ice team, so got to find ways to limit that and play our game.
One of the things Connor said earlier this year, I think it was after the last game here against Anaheim, he said it took a little while to figure out how to play against this team. The challenges that he faces, it's a Selke candidate he's up against every single night. What do you see in his work ethic to try and solve these puzzles, whether it's video, whether it's just he seems to be able to figure these things out?
Yeah, I think it's just his hockey sense. It's just his natural to the game to figuring out ways, and him, obviously he really doesn't really talk about it with us, but he finds ways, and that's the nature. That's what elite players do in this game. Him just finding ways to beat, playing against Ryan Kesler and finding ways to create offense for himself, and not for himself, but his line mates too. And like I was talking to you guys yesterday about just finding those little holes and getting open for yourself and creating offense for yourself. I think that's what elite players do, and him and Leon do a really good job with that. They've been dealing with it all year, and it's a tough job. It's tough going, like you said, Kessler's up for the Selke. It's, they're playing against the best defensive line probably in all of NHL, Silverberg and Coglani and Ryan Kessler. So, they've been finding ways to do it in the regular season, and I certainly figure out that they'll find ways to do it in the playoffs too.